I'm going to turn the recording on so that I can send you a recording of this webinar. And again, if you have any questions, please communicate with me through the questions box, and I will answer any questions you have. Today, we're going to talk about the email builder inside Infusionsoft and sending off your first broadcast. Again, welcome, and my name is Judy Miller. So with your Infusionsoft application, you do have access to our user guide. You have access to our tech support numbers. Our tech support's available at 6 in the morning until 6 at night. And then we have a chat line that's available 24/7. You have access to our mastermind webinars and also how to register for more webinars. So let me show you the Help Center real quick. Our Help Center is located at help.infusionsoft.com. If you come to the Webinars tab, which is the third one over, and click on it one time, you'll see the Infusionsoft Basic Training, where you can click View All and you can register for other training if you'd like to. And also the Masterminds. And if you click on View All, you'll see all the videos on the right-hand side. If you want to figure out a simple event management campaign, click on it and it will go over the video right there on that screen. And that's available to you 24/7 and it's free. So a lot of people come to this webinar thinking that we're going to go over the campaign builder, and we don't go over the campaign builder today. We go over the campaign builder tomorrow. Today we're going to focus on sending an email broadcast and creating an email template. There is a difference between the two, but you do need to know how to make an email in order to use it in the campaign builder. So what's the difference? An email broadcast is a one-time batched email. So it's an email that maybe you send out your newsletter in your batch, broadcast once a month. Or maybe it's Wednesday, there's going to be a terrible monsoon storm today. I don't want people to come to my ballet class that I have today at 7 o'clock because there's going to be a horrible storm. So I only find the people that have class on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, email them, so that's just a batch broadcast to a certain targeted group of people, and let them know that we'll reschedule the class and not have it today. So that's a broadcast. That's what we're going to be talking about today. A campaign's a little bit different. A campaign is a series of emails, so there are emails in the campaign. They're connected with timers, and there's other things in a campaign too, like maybe an owner of that contact, or creating a task to give that contact a call, or creating a task to send that contact a free coupon. So you do need to know how to create emails because there are emails in a campaign. The campaign are automated emails. The email broadcast is a one-time email that you send off today, like as a newsletter. So that's the big difference. The awesome things we're going to learn today are how to edit a template. I'm going to show you how to add images, give you some ideas for broadcasts, like sending off your newsletter or sending off a 4th of July or a Labor Day email. I'm going to show you how to send a broadcast to your entire group of people, and then also how to send a broadcast to just a targeted group. And welcome, Danielle. Danielle just showed up. If you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the question box, and I will get to them before the end of the webinar. So our email builder is super easy to use. You can create multiple templates. Like if I have 3 businesses, I may have a dog grooming business, a dog sitting business, and I may also have, dog training, training on how to behave. I forget what it's called. Dog training, dog behavior training. If anybody can think of it, tell me. So I have dog training classes. I have 3 separate businesses, and I may have 3 separate banners for 3 separate emails that I want to send out to people that come to grooming, to people that get their dog's dog sit, or to people that want the classes. You can make multiple templates in Infusionsoft and use those in different campaigns. Also, any templates that you save, you can use in the campaign builder, which is really, really awesome. And it is really fun to create an email template. There's a lot already created for you. So it's fun. It's fun to create and work on your business. So let's get into Infusionsoft and let me show you how to create that email template. I'm going to go to my dashboard. When you open Infusionsoft, you land on your dashboard. And just to let you know, when you land in your dashboard, even if you're just going to play around, I'm just going to goof around with the email builder right now. Even if you're just going to goof around with it, you're still going to go to the same place. So I'm going to hover over the Infusionsoft logo, come to the marketing section, down to emails and broadcasts, and click it one time. There's a big blue button right in the middle that says get started, and I'm going to click that one time. I'm going to turn on my highlighter. It's my favorite part of the webinar because I like using it. And when you first go in to send an email and hit get started, it's going to land in the gallery. And the gallery has lots of different templates that are your starting point. Hey, I'm not creative. I don't know what to make. Oh, here's a template that I can use and I can just change things around. That's the gallery. That's automatically opened. That's where you can choose your template. If you want to start from scratch, you can come to the actions button and hit start from scratch with a blank template. If you've already sent an email, it's going to transfer that email into the previously sent, I call them buckets, the previously sent bucket. So if you're like, oh, dang it, I can't find that email. Oh, I sent it out this morning. It will automatically be in your previously sent bucket. If you've been working on an email and your lights go out, or you have a solar eclipse and you got to go outside and see it, and your computer closes down, your email will automatically be saved in your draft section, so you're not going to lose what you've already created. And if you save your email template, it will be in My Templates automatically so you can find it. So if you're working on an email and you're not quite sure where it's sitting, it's in one of these 4 places. Let me erase my drawings. I'm going to pause for a second to get a drink of water, but I'll be right back. And I'm back. So to start a brand new email template, I like to go in the gallery and I like to look at one that I think is most like my business or one that I like. I like this one right here with the little airplane. I can either hit the little eyeball and take a look at what it's going to look like in a tablet or on a cell phone, or I can just hit use template and it will open up that template as my starting point. On the very tippy top, you see there's a little slider that comes down. I can push that back up by hitting that little arrow. But that slider at the very top gives you the ability to decide who you're going to send this email from. So Danielle, if you own Infusionsoft, but it was bought by Tom Smith, Tom Smith's name will automatically appear here, but you want it to come from you. So you can change it just by hitting the little pencil, hitting the arrow going down, and hitting Other. And when you hit Other, I can change whoever I want this to come from. So I want this to come from Infusionsoft. So I put Infusionsoft Chandler right there. And anyone that replies to this broadcast, who do I want them to reply to? I can put any email address here. So I'm just going to put my Gmail account. Now, if I send out this broadcast to 17,000 people and somebody writes me back and says, hey, I'd like to schedule a free consult, it will come to heyjudemiller@gmail.com. Hit save, and now that's done. I'm not going to choose recipients now because right now we're just playing around with it, but I am going to put a subject here because it's super, super important to put a subject. So I'm going to say hello and welcome. And then I'm going to put a comma and a space. And I want to put their first name in the subject line. To put their first name in the subject line, I'm going to come to this little white merge button right here and click it 1 time. I'm going to click on the most common custom fields. And I'm going to pick first name. And this is going to say, hello and welcome, Cindy. Hello and welcome, Dan. Hello and welcome, Judy. It's going to pick up their first name. Now I want to just hide that header, so I'm going to push it up and get it out of my way. You start out in design mode where you have the ability to change the colors of your branded email. If you want a background color, come to background color on the left-hand toolbar, click the white square, and I can change the background color if I want to. Whoa, that is really bright. Sometimes I like to change the background color to just a gray color and it just makes your email pop out. I can also come and change the hyperlink color. So if I have a link that says, hey, click here to register with me, I can change that hyperlink and I'm going to change it to red just to show you what it looks like for when we make a link. Now I'm going to come over to the email and it starts out with a banner. That's not my logo. It's probably not your logo. It's just an airplane. I can either edit that and put, hey, fly with me, or fly with my business. I can help your business fly. I can edit it. To do either edit it or change it, just click on the image and then look over to the left toolbar. And I can either edit this image by putting in some content if I want, or I can change the image. To change the image, I click on Change Image and my image library will show up. Here's Infusionsoft, so I'm just going to add Infusionsoft, and now I have my image. I can make it bigger or smaller just by toggling the size line. And then I can also link it. I can link it to my website if I want by choosing URL. I can link it to a landing page. I can link it to an order form. I don't want to link it to anything. I just want my logo there. The next is a header or text, and it says a simple call to action. I'm going to change that just by highlighting over it and go, get my ideas now. Once I change my header, I can highlight it, and I can even change the color of my font just by clicking on the little blue edit bar on top. It's a blue floating edit bar. So there's get my ideas now. To change the content, simply hover over it. If you have emails in MailChimp or Aweber or on a Microsoft Word doc, you can just copy that content and paste it right here. I'm going to add my ideas. It says get my ideas now, so I'm going to say get my ideas by clicking here. So I'm going to make a clickable link right now. I wrote the content, get my ideas here. I'm going to highlight, and then I'm going to come to my floating toolbar. I'm going to look for the thing that looks like a chain link fence and click it one time. I don't want to send them to a URL. I want them to get a file to download. Maybe you're giving away a free report, or maybe you're giving out a checklist, or maybe you're giving out a chapter of your book. Either way, you're going to click on this arrow and come down to File Download. When you come down to File Download, if you've never uploaded a file onto Infusionsoft Server, you're going to hit this Upload New File button. But I already added my file, so I'm going to hit the arrow going down, and I'm going to look for my ideas. 5 fun newsletter ideas. Awesome. There they are. Hit Insert Link, and because I made my clickable link red, when I came over to design, I made it red. You can see it says get my ideas by clicking here. I can add more content if I want. And then I have a Take Action Now button. Now I want to connect that button to the same document and give them a second chance to download that information. So I'm going to click on the button, and when I do, the button builder on the left appears. I can change it to Get Ideas Now. I can change the link to a file download. Again, I want to give them a free report on 5 newsletter ideas. So I'm going to hit File Download, and then I'm just going to hit this arrow going down and find that same exact download. Change the color of the button. I want it to be a blue color. And there we have it. There's my email. This happens to be a dividing line. If I click on it, you'll notice to the left the toolbar changes. I can change the width of that dividing line, and I can also change the color and keep it with my theme of blue. If I want to add another dividing line, this is a cool tip. I want to add the same dividing line under my banner. So instead of going to my blocks and adding a dividing line, I want it to be the same size and same color. I can click on the dividing line. A little blue box will appear on the right-hand side. Make a duplicate, and now I'm just going to drag it up to the top. And now I have the same little dividing line on the top as I do on the bottom. Going further down, you can see that there's a social media snippet right there. And that social media snippet has a Facebook and a Twitter, and I'm going to get rid of that because I want to show you how to get it. So this is a great email so far, Get My Ideas, and there's a clickable link and a button. I want to add to this email. It was a great template, but how do I add to it? Over on the very left, there's a design button and there's a blocks button. And you click on the blocks button. There's like little Lego blocks that you can use to build out this newsletter or this email. I want to add the social media snippet. So I'm going to grab social media. I'm going to put it right underneath my logo. Oh no, why is it all gray? Before it had colors, it's all gray. Gray means it's not set up yet. And you do have to come over to the left-hand side, how the toolbar changed, and put in your Facebook URL, put in your Twitter URL. So you'll go to Twitter, get your handle, drop it in there. Go to Facebook, get your Facebook URL, drop it in there. If you need Pinterest or if you need LinkedIn, click the little plus sign, and you can get LinkedIn. When I start typing in it, it appears. I can make it smaller or bigger, and I can even change the alignment with left, right, or center. So I'm going to give you another tip. As I said, I'm going to give you some ideas throughout the webinar. I'm going to take a look at what this will look like to my customer. Before I do, I'm going to add some more content. I'm going to add a text box here. And then I'm going to add an image down here. So here's my email. I'm going to hit the preview button in the black toolbar. When I hit the preview button, I see Infusionsoft. I see a social media snippet. And if I scroll down, I don't see the social media snippet anymore. I'm not going to scroll back up and find it and go, oh, I should follow them on Facebook. I'm not going to do that. I don't have time. My day is full. I read the email and then I'm done. So here's a little tip. Take the social media snippet and make a duplicate of it so you don't have to fill in all the URLs again. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to drag it all the way to the bottom of my email. Now there's one on top and there's one on bottom, and now I'm going to preview it again and watch this. So I'm reading the email, I see the logo, I see the social media snippet, I read, and then there's the social media snippet again. Oh, I think I'm going to follow her on Facebook, and click on the link and it will bring you to their Facebook page. So add it to the top and the bottom, and then you don't have a chance of losing them to your social media opportunities. And I also have a typo here, so I'm going to hit Get Ideas Now. I'd like to add an image to this email. Come to my little blocks, find image, drag it and place it where I want it, and then my toolbar on the left changes. I'm going to put a picture of my new car. I'm going to make it bigger. Got delivered to my house last Sunday, pretty beautiful, and then I want to add some text underneath it. Get a chance to win this beauty. Fill out this form by clicking this link now. You can't really win my car. I'm just kidding. But you can highlight, click here now. I can put in a URL to a landing page that I want to send them to, and then they can sign up to maybe win that car. That's an image. If I want to add a video, I grab the video button, place the video where I want it, and then you need to paste the URL from wherever you're hosting that video, be it Wistia, Vimeo, YouTube, or Jivebox, whoever is holding that video for you, you need to put the URL. So let me show you real quick. Let me open up YouTube. I'll put in Moonlight because that's my favorite song right now. Find the video that you want to share. Go to your page or go to the page you want to share. Highlight the URL on the very top, or you can hit the share button and get the URL. It's the same one. Highlight, copy, go back to Infusionsoft and paste that URL right here. That's how easy it is. Once you put the URL in, you can make it bigger or smaller. And I have copy there. I can even add more copy if I want to by coming to blocks and putting text right underneath it. I'm going to change the color to white. So let's dissect this. We have a banner, social media snippet, an image, content, a dividing line, video, content, a clickable link, a clickable button, content, and always remember to scroll down to the bottom of your template because there may be things lurking there that don't have anything in it. So I'm just going to delete that image. Dividing line, social media snippet. Awesome. Now what would I like to add? Well, it's the end of my email, so I'd like to add a signature. If I click on the blocks, we have a signature snippet. Each user inside of Infusionsoft gets one signature. You don't have to use our signature snippet, but you may choose to. Here's the benefit. I own a real estate agency. I have 5 agents that work for me. I send out a newsletter once a month. I don't want to send it from Cindy and then do another broadcast from Dan, then do another broadcast from Judy, and do another broadcast from Paul. I want to send one email, and I want each of their signatures to appear on the end of at the bottom of that email based on who owns what contact. It automatically defaults to that. So when this email goes out, it will pick up Judy because I'm the owner of my app and I'm the owner of each of the contacts. So let's take a preview of it. It's a great picture. And there's my signature right there. It doesn't come out very nice on templates, but it does come out nice on emails. It doesn't come out nice on tablets. It's very chunky, but that's what your signature looks like. You don't have to use the signature. I can actually create a brand new one if I have multiple businesses by coming to text, dropping my text where I want it, and just adding a signature. Thanks, and see you soon, Judy and team, and put my comma right there. So you can create lots of different templates with lots of different signatures. You can add an image. You can add your link with your email address. Right underneath, I can put judy.miller@Infusionsoft, and I can do a link right there. Whatever you want to do, you can create your own signature, so you're not stuck with that one signature that's inside your application that looks a little chunky on the tablet and the mobile phone. There's also a group. I kind of like the group. The group comes with an image, content, and a button. If you're like, I don't even use buttons. I'm not going to link them anywhere. I just want an image with content underneath. Awesome. Just hit hide button. People always ask, let me move this real quick. Can I have 3 columns? Yes, you can. Here's column 1. I'm going to put another group right next to it. And I'll put another group right next to it. So now I have all the way across, group 1, group 2, group 3, and I can get rid of my buttons in each one. So when you're done with your email template and it looks great, you can save it by hitting Save as Template, or you can just X out of it and hit Exit. If you hit Exit, it will go into drafts. I'm going to hit Save as Template, and I'm going to call this my August template. I already called something an August version, so I'm going to call this August template, and hit Save. And now it's going to scoop that up and drop that into the template bucket, so when you're ready to send your email, you can just grab it. I'm going to exit out, go into my templates, go over a couple different templates that I've created, and then I'll show you how to send a broadcast, and we'll get to questions. I'm going to open up this one. It was 122 degrees in Arizona one day, so I made this little banner that says we're hot. So this is just an image, social media snippet, video, content, clickable link, dividing line, clickable button, content, picture of my awesome car, content, social media snippet, and my signature. So pretty easy. We'll go into one more and then I'll show you how to send a broadcast. I'll show you my unicorn one. This is a super simple one. I made the background pink just to be obnoxious. Banner, title, content, the unicorn team. So that's a pretty simple email, but it works and it's very bright. Anytime you want to send an email out to see how it looks, you can hit the test button and you can always send a test to anyone and hit send, and that email will go out and you can see what it looks like. Let me exit and show you how to send a broadcast, and then we'll get to questions. I'm going to go all the way out to the dashboard to show you how to start from the beginning. And I'm ready to send my newsletter. I wrote it last night at 2 o'clock in the morning when I couldn't sleep, and now I'm ready to send it to my list. I'm going to hover over the Infusionsoft logo, come to marketing, down to emails and broadcasts. It's super simple. Hit get started. Come to my templates and choose the one that I want to use, which is the one that I created today with you guys. Now I have my email. I can go ahead and edit whatever I want to edit, But right now I'm just going to hit schedule or send because I wrote this at 2 o'clock in the morning. I know it's perfect. So I'm going to hit the schedule or send button. And once I do, Infusionsoft puts on binoculars and takes a look at that email and makes sure everything is good. Anything that's not good will show up as an exclamation point. The address from is good. The subject line is good. But wah, there's no recipient. So we do need to pick our recipients or who's going to get this email, and Infusionsoft will let you know that. So I'm going to hit the X, and I'm going to come into the recipients field. I can choose recipients lots of different ways. I can have saved searches of specific criteria and choose people, oh, I want this saved search, and I want to send it to them. Or I can start looking for tags. I only want to send it to my newsletter list, and I can look for people that have to tag newsletter list. And only those people will show up. Well, Judy, I want to send this to my whole list, to every single person in my whole list, my 17,000 people. Awesome, let me show you how. Simply come underneath the recipients field, hit the new search button or the new search word, and this criteria box will show up. I call it a colander because you can just filter. But we don't want to filter. We just want to send it to everybody. So I'm going to come to search by not picking any criteria. And Infusionsoft will scoop up all 17,000 of my people, but I only have 215. And when I hit schedule or send, it will send it out to that group. Now I have a fake app with fake people in here. There's some real people, and I don't want to spam anyone. So I'm going to hit the X button, and I'm just going to send this to my newsletter list. There's only one person in there. That's awesome. That's what I want to do. I can send it to other lists too, just by clicking on different lists, and I can send it to different groups of people. When I hit schedule or send, that little checklist will show up again. Now everything's green. That's awesome. And I'm going to come down to send now. You do see that you can schedule or send it later. So Friday I'm going to Austin. If I was going to want to send out my newsletter Friday morning, I could have this all set up to go out Friday morning and not even have to worry about it. But I'm going to hit send now. Hit the send now button again. And Infusionsoft will go out to that entire list and it will redirect me to this report. And this is an awesome report because it gives you a little pie graph. And you can see how many people opened, how many people didn't open, how many people clicked links, how many people opted out, etc. Super easy report. So let me send in a broadcast again real quick and then I'll show you how to get to the report. Emails and broadcasts. Get started. Choose my template. Round and round and round. Use the template. Schedule or send. Uh-oh, don't have recipients. So I'm going to pick my recipients. This time I'm going to do a new search, and I'm just going to search for Abe. There's Abe. Schedule or send. Send now. And that email automatically will go out after I hit that blue button, and it will redirect us to this pie graph as soon as it goes out, and we'll be able to see how that looks. If you want to look up this report, you can go to our Help Center and look up Email Broadcast Report, and it will go over all these links right here. How do I get back to that report, Judy? Let me show you how. If we're in the dashboard and you're like, dag nabbit, I want to see that report again. Hover over the Infusionsoft logo, Marketing, Reports, click it one time. It's an email broadcast, so I come to email broadcast and I click it one time. And here's the email we just sent out to Abe. I can hit view the report and the report will come up. On your dashboard, there's also a report called All Email Stats. And I can send it to today. And I can see that I sent out 2 emails and I can look at my stats right here. If you don't have this little guy, this little widget, just click on Add Widgets, find it, and add it to your dashboard, just like that. Let me show you how real quick. I'm going to get rid of this. I want that widget. Hit Add Widget. Here's All Email Stats right here. Add it to my dashboard, and it will show up on the left-hand side, and it will take up a lot of your room. So I'm just going to left-click drag it over to the left or to the right, and now it doesn't take up as much real estate on my screen. So my challenge for you is to get inside Infusionsoft. I always say Infusionsoft is like driving that Volkswagen, but a stick shift, not automatic. It's a stick shift, and you're going to have to learn how to use that clutch and play around with it a little bit, back up, turn, go fast, put the brake on, grind the gears every once in a while. But once you start building out things in Infusionsoft and start playing around with it, it's going to get easier and easier, and that stick shift is going to be like second nature. You're going to be able to drive an 18-wheeler. So create an email template, add a link, add a clickable link, add an image, add a button that goes to your website to just test it out. Save the broadcast to your templates, send it to yourself, and see the software start working. If you'd like to add me, my email address is basictraining@infusionsoft.com. You guys have permission to add me to your CRM. You have permission to opt me in, and you have permission to send me a broadcast so I can take a look at it. Today I took a look at one, and it was awesome. It was absolutely awesome, and I wrote them back and said, oh my gosh, this is the best email I ever saw. And they made it pink, and that's my favorite color. So it was awesome for me. So get inside Infusionsoft, put 15 minutes on your calendar a day, or even 10 minutes. Put it on your calendar, and every day, instead of walking on your treadmill, walk in Infusionsoft. Work in the application. It will get easier and easier. Tomorrow, we're going to be creating our first campaign. Super easy, super fun. I know you guys can do it, because if I can do it, anybody in the whole world can do it, except maybe my boyfriend, who can't remember anything on the computer. That's a disclaimer. But if I can do it, you can do it. I'd love to see you on tomorrow's webinar. You can go to the Help Center and sign up right from the Help Center. And it's super easy to create your first campaign. I'm going to show you how to do it. So any questions? I hope you guys like my beach theme. It's so hot out in Arizona right now that I have to have everything beach themed or pool themed so I can stay cool. One of the attendees said, nice car. Thank you. I drove it to work today with the top down. It was way, way, way too hot. So I won't be driving it until October. Can you show us how to get to that report again? I sure can. In my dashboard, hover over Infusionsoft, Marketing, Reports right in the bottom. We send out a broadcast, so we go to Email Broadcast and click it one time. There's a View button. There's a View Report hyperlink. I click on that little hyperlink, and it will take me in there. So it doesn't look like there's any more questions, so that means either I did a really good job or you guys are completely disconnected and you already are watching Game of Thrones, but I hope not. I'm going to be sending you the recording. I'm also going to be sending you some goodies for coming to the webinar. I like to always send free resources. And I always invite you to come to tomorrow's webinar, Campaign Builder. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be easy. And I hope to see you guys there. If there's not any more questions, I'll let you guys go and send the recording. And again, thank you for being an Infusionsoft customer. We really, really want to make this easier for you. And anything that I can do to help, you guys have my email address. It's basictraining@infusionsoft.com. Email me and say, Judy, I'm pulling my hair out. I can't get this to work. And I will help you. And if I can't help you, I will find somebody to help you. We are here for you. You guys give us our paycheck. We love our customers. So please feel that. And feel that we want to help you, because that's how we are here. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. And be on the lookout about 11, 12 o'clock for that email with the recording and all the goodies that I'm going to send. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.